Hey guys, John V here from PhoneArena. You're watching our video review of the Samsung Galaxy Player 3.6. It follows after the Galaxy Player 4.0 and 5.0. It features a 3.65-inch display, and it's priced at $150, and it aims to compete against the iPod Touch. So let's find out whether that's a good investment. There's hardly anything spectacular with its design. The Galaxy Player 3.6 looks like any other Samsung-made device, constructed of plastic all around, gives it a really good lightweight feel in the hand, pretty comfortable to hold, relatively compact, but does feel a little bit cheap and slippery, and overall, it's rather boring and typical. Samsung's known to place some really killer-looking displays on their devices, but with the Galaxy Player 3.6, it's anything but forgettable. It's a 3.65-inch HVGA display, so that's 480 by 320 pixels, and standard LCD panel. Unfortunately, of course, with the resolution, it doesn't make for the finest details. You can make out some pixelation going on, but even worse, just that the clarity is pretty horrendous with this device. It washes out very quickly, and on top of that, it has some bland-looking colors, and its brightness output's not the best. Around the sides of the Galaxy Player 3.6, we have a dedicated power button, the volume control, kind of flat, but at least they have a good responsive feel. On the bottom edge, you have the 3.5mm headset jack, the microphone, micro USB port for data and charging connectivity, and on the top left corner, you have a spot there for a lanyard. And finally, in the rear, you have a 2-megapixel camera outlined with a chrome trim. It only shoots VGA videos. And the bottom, you have the notches here for the speakerphone. And removing the back cover gives us access to the 1500 milliamp hour battery. And you have to remove that to put in a micro SD card. Much like Samsung's line of Android-powered smartphones, the Galaxy Player 3.6 features the TouchWiz interface running on top of Android 2.3.6 Gingerbread, so you still have a lot of personalization, but we do notice just in terms of just widgets, the available widgets out of the box, it's not that many available to you like you find on a regular Android-powered smartphone from Samsung, but nevertheless, you could always go to the Google Play Store to really enhance its functionality, and it works on the same premise as what we've seen before. Like the original Samsung Galaxy S smartphone, the Galaxy Player 3.6 is powered by a 1GHz single-core Cortex-A8 processor. And honestly, you know, it does look nice with the static wallpaper, but with a live wallpaper, it can be tested just a little bit. Every now and then we notice just a little bit of a lagginess or choppiness with its operation. But for the most part, it does maintain a smooth movement, so for most people, they should be content by its performance. Even though it has a poor screen, which makes it difficult to view pages in zoomed out view, of course, when you zoom in, it makes it a little bit easier. And the web browsing experience is alright. It's not the best. It handles Flash decently. Every now and then you'll notice some slowdown, but it's still more than tolerable. Being a media player and all, we're grateful to find that the Galaxy Player 3.6 offers disc view with its music player interface. Gives it a little bit of eye-catching looks to the whole presentation, so that's pretty nice. As far as the audio quality from the speaker, we're pleasantly surprised. It's pretty strong with its volume output, and of course there are a few different equalizer settings to better fine-tune its output. Unfortunately, the Galaxy Player 3.6 can't play 1080p videos, but rather it can actually play videos in 720p, like the one we have here, which is encoded in MPEG-4, 1280 by 720 resolution. You could tell, good frame rate, but the screen's not the best thing out there, so it does kind of take away from its overall appeal. With its 1500 milliamp hour battery, we're able to get approximately a little bit under 3 days out of light usage with the Galaxy Player 3.6, which should be more than enough for most people out there, so you won't have to constantly charge it every night. With its 2-megapixel camera, don't expect much out of its quality just because with still shots, it's pretty bad. You have some faint details, it looks more like a painting, and in low lighting conditions it just looks very blurry, noisy, and colors are rather bland in tone. Conversely, when it comes to recording videos, 640 by 480 VGA videos only, it moves decently at 24 frames per second, but again, it's flawed by some faint details, and it's not something we necessarily use to capture the moment. So for the price, $150, you're going to get the Samsung Galaxy Player 3.6. You get basically 8 gigabytes of internal storage, but after it's all said and done, it's a little bit under 5 gigabytes, to tell you the truth. And for the money, you know, it works. It suffices for most things, but it lacks the appeal of even some of the first generation Samsung Galaxy S smartphones out there. For example, the display is pretty bad. On top of that, it doesn't take that great photos and videos. But if you're looking for something cheap and don't want to spend too much money, $150, you'll be able to get this guy. If not, if you could somehow swing by and get like the original Samsung Galaxy S smartphone for approximately the same price, you're better off getting that just because it seems more equipped in a variety of different areas. So if you'd like to learn more about the Samsung Galaxy Player 3.6, you can check out our website, guys, PhoneArena.com. This is John V. Thanks for watching.